Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the office. This is the new space for today. So we're going to get into a reading today that is for all of the zodiac signs. So you will find the timestamps down below that will take you straight to your sign. Now it could be your sun sign or your moon sign, whatever you feel resonates with you today. And we're going to pick sort of what area of your life that this is going to be talking about and where we're going to be going. So I hope you like my new space. This isn't my room. This is actually my son's room, and it's like a jungle in here. But I like the space, and I feel like, you know, I'm getting a bit of crampy legs sometimes from sitting in that certain position that I always sit in on the floor. So I thought I'd try something slightly different today and see how it works. So if you like it like this, then please do let me know down in the comments. And if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. So let's see what we have for you today. So we're going to be starting then with Aries. So Aries people, this could be your moon sign, it could be your sun sign, something within your energy that contains Aries. Probably best if it is your sun sign though, to be fair. So let's see first of all, what area of your life are we looking at for you, Aries? What do we have? Ooh, soulmate. So this could be a soulmate coming in for you. Let's pick another one and see what else we have, because there might be more to this. Family. Okay, so we've got those two areas on there. Okay, let's pick some runes to go with this. So maybe you've been thinking about your soulmate right now. Maybe you have been thinking or wondering, do I have a soulmate? Or trying to find your soulmate. So what have we got for Aries? We've got algaes. But I do feel this may have come out in the reverse position. And that can be about perhaps having a lack of boundaries with somebody. So this could be an energy where you perhaps there's somebody that you already know is your soulmate or you believe is your soulmate, but you are struggling to have boundaries with this person. So that's kind of like making you feel sort of like, am I doing the right thing? Are things going the way that I would like them to go? Now, as family came out with that as well, I do wonder if you perhaps feel like this person is family to you. Now, a soulmate doesn't have to be a lover. It can be somebody, you know, it could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be a friend. Although when it does come out as soulmate, I do believe for many it is somebody that you want as more than a friend or more than a loved one in your family. It's somebody that you want to love you or feel resonates with you on that level. Feihu is a wealthy rune. So this is kind of an energy where I do feel for many of you, you've kind of manifested this person into your life. I do feel that you already have an idea who your soulmate is, or who you would like your soulmate to be, at least. Oh, and look, we've got Wyrd poking out on the side there, which is all about harmony and joy in relationships. It's kind of a very ecstatic joy. I'm going to say it. Wyrd gives the energy of the feeling you get after an orgasm, basically. And Perthro is a very sexual rune as well. And Perthro is also the rune of taking a chance, taking a leap of faith on something. But I do feel for many of you, maybe you are already in a family way, but you want to connect with a soulmate. And you know who that person might be. I'm going to put those there so that you can see. Because that was the point of having this table, is so that you could see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Okay. So I think based around that, let's pick an animal card to see what we get from this. What can we tell ourselves on here? I've suddenly gone really, really warm, really hot. So I do feel there's a very passionate energy between yourself and this person. There has been a bit of a power struggle, I feel, if this connection has been before. And we've got the salamander and black pepper, which is inspiration. So this connection has brought you inspiration, definitely. It's inspired you to be the person that you are today. It's helped you to align with your gifts, with the things that resonate with you. I do feel you are quite a magical person, and this connection, this soulmate that you believe is there, has kind of opened you up to that. It's kind of helped you to understand that about yourself. It almost feels like perhaps they've mentioned off the cuff something that you could be doing, or why don't you do this, or why don't you do that? And since you haven't been around them, because I don't feel like you are around them at the moment, you've kind of gone and taken that leap of faith. You've gone to try that out. But I do feel like you are juggling at the moment. You've got family situations going on. For some of you, that could be looking after an elderly parent, and for some of you, you have young children. Transformation, like we say, this connection has brought you to a point of transforming your own life, and it's only made you that more attractive to this person. They see you, they see your light shining very, very bright, and they want a bit of your light. And you are in a place of sort of like, here's my light, come and get it. This makes me think of Hades, you know, off that, which film is it? Which Disney film is it? I can't think. Is it Hercules? You know, he's in the underworld. So I do feel for some of you, you do get messages from spirit. You've been connecting with something otherworldly, if you like. And this has become part of your life. This has become part of your lifestyle and the things that you do. And you are starting to trust what you're getting. You're starting to trust what you're feeling from that. So let's get some tarot cards on this as to what more can we find out about this connection. We have the Fool. So the Fool, again, with Perthrow, is definitely about taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. And I do feel there is an energy of, transformation. This has been a major time for you. I feel like I say before, you haven't been together, you've been separated. But this has helped your light to switch on. It's brought you into a place of like that light being switched on. And this has created an energy of like a moth to a flame for your soulmate to come in. It's kind of like given a reason for them to come in. And they're coming. They are coming. We've got the Four of Swords on here. So you've both been healing, on a healing journey. You've been trying to recover from potentially past relationships or just other things going on. Things that are happening in your life. Got the Sun in reverse. So I feel like there's been an issue in manifesting what you wanted out of this. And it does feel like a separation was needed for further growth. And realizations as well. There's been a lot of delay. Oh, everything fell on the floor. I've got the Seven of Swords on there and the Page of Coins. He's been coming out a lot lately. So with the Seven of Swords, this is kind of an energy where it's somebody sort of taking what they can get, taking what they can and moving off. So it's almost like a, you know, I'll take what I can get from that, taking the lessons from it and then moving on. And I feel like that's what you've done, is sort of like you've gone, okay, if it's for me, it'll find its way back to me. If it's not for me, then whatever, I'll just take my two swords and go. And it's kind of awoken the other person, I feel, because you aren't running after them. You aren't chasing them. You kind of ran yourself away, which was meant to be. That's what you needed to do so that you could both understand what needed to happen on here. But there is an opportunity for a new beginning. Things have changed between you both. You've both grown a lot. You've done a lot of work on yourselves. And either yourself or this person now are making plans. So this might be a meet-up date, something that you do together to kind of bring a newness to your relationship. It's not going to be the same, but it's kind of bringing something new in. A new way of being, which is beautiful. That's very, very good. Let me just get some, I've got some love messages as well. So let's see what messages we have for you from your soulmate. What messages do we have for you from your soulmate at this time, Aries? And people aren't really understanding this connection in your life, I don't feel. So that might be why family is coming out there, is people aren't understanding why you are holding on to this connection. Because in their eyes, you know, they didn't, you know, you should have lost faith by now. But you haven't, you never lost faith with this. Got guilty on the bottom of there. So I do feel this person is feeling something like that. Self-love, I'm still trying to heal. So I do feel that actually, when you guys separated, it wasn't a major deal. It was more somebody refusing to change their ways, potentially. And you can't ask somebody to change. They have to figure that out for themselves. But they were very avoidant of the connection. But they've kind of gone into a space of self-love. And they've allowed you to go into a space of self-love. Because you've kind of said to yourself, like, well, okay, if I don't feel wanted, then I'm going to make myself feel needed for myself. Yes, you've allowed yourself to be held by you. You've learned how to self-soothe in this situation. And that's meant growth for both of you, which is good. So there's self-love in there and hope. Neither of you have given up on this. It's just you didn't know how to go about it, what way to move forward with it. So I'm going to get some more tarot just to see what do you do to move forward with this. What do you do to move forward in this connection? Did you see that? Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands on here. So there is definitely something about taking action and having pride in yourself. So what Spirit want you to do is, if there's been pain or hurt here, if there's been sort of like, I feel left out in the cold, I feel like I haven't had honesty, haven't been given what I need from this. Spirit wants you to really think about your needs and put that across first, okay? So there's having pride in yourself over this. But in doing that, you're going to win big from it, because actually that was exactly what was needed in this connection, was that you are both empowered, that you are both coming from a place of self-worth and self-love, and that is what kind of is the new version of this connection. So it is worth taking a chance on, and the wealth that comes from that is kind of like you are both looking at it from a point of sort of, you know, you are an addition to my life. You are kind of, I'm already wealthy within myself. You are adding to that. Whereas before that wasn't the case. It kind of felt like one of you was giving a lot and the other one was just taking a lot. And you were both in realization about that. But you perhaps just thought, this is the way it is right now. And you both learned about setting healthy boundaries. So it's definitely sounding like something to go ahead with. I do feel like there is still a couple of months that are going to take place before this will really come into fruition. So it's looking more like, I would say, around June time before this feels like a real solid connection. So use this time now over the next few months to still keep working on your self-love. Be consistent and committed to yourself in this transformation phase, because you have magical abilities. You are doing something in a magical sense, and it's wonderful. It really is wonderful. So I'm going to leave your reading there then, Aries. It's been lovely to see you, and I will see you again. Blessed be. Okay. So, what do we have here for our Taurus? Taurus, welcome to your reading. I hope that you are well. So, you may be Taurus rising, or you may be Taurus moon. Whatever you are, Taurus, we're going to figure out what your reading is all about today. So let's see. What is this reading for Taurus? I am Taurus myself, so I will take what resonates too. Try not to let my ego get in the way of it. Ooh, career. We do have career coming in. So this is something about your work, about what you're doing. That's very exciting, isn't it? And relationship as well. So good parent career and relationship. Who doesn't want a good career and a good relationship? Excuse me. I feel like I'm spitting feathers. Okay, let's get into it. So let's grab our runes first of all. Let's see what we have for Taurus with the runes. So we're looking at our career and relationships within your energy at this time. Urus, manifestation, real grounded energy. You have been working on something and it is really taking root now. You've been consistent, you've been determined, and you've had the strength to continue amidst all the distractions that could have possibly come into your life. And trust me, I know there are many distractions that can enter your life to try and throw you off. Hagalaz, there's going to be some real changes coming up, unexpected changes. You aren't going to even realize this. It's going to be beyond your wildest dreams as to what is happening here. But you manifested this through Urus. You brought this into your life. You have been consistently setting intentions, consistently working through karmic cycles and lessons, and it's bringing you into a place of fruition. Oh, I'm quite excited about it. Is any other Taurians feeling like a purge at the moment, like feeling a bit sick, or feeling like, you know, you want to be sick? Let me know in the comments if you do feel like that, because I'm feeling like that, like my stomach's kind of like I could just be sick sort of thing. I'm not going to be sick right now, but it's sort of got that energy to it of purging, of letting something really deep go and come out. So if you are feeling that way, my dear Taurian, I do hope you feel better, but do let me know if that's how you feel as well. Rado, there is movement. You are going on a journey. And for some of you, this could actually signal traveling. So going on a journey that actually takes you away somewhere. Or it could be an inner journey. So following that beat of your own drum, going where you feel guided. Traveling in the direction that feels good for you. But you are really being serious about what you want in your life at this time. You are seriously looking at the direction that you are traveling in, because you know that this direction that's kind of been a bit unexpected, I feel. It's an unexpected turn of events that's coming up for you. But it's an exciting venture. It's something that you actually perhaps didn't realise you wanted, but you do want. Okay? So with Rado as well, what I would say is, so Rado is like the horse. It represents a horse. And it's, you know, a horse is our vehicle through life. Okay? And how you nourish that horse says a lot about your journey ahead. You know, if you don't feed it or give it water or let it rest, it's going to be quite a tough journey, isn't it? It's going to be a struggle. So you get to choose right now how your journey is going to be. Is it going to be a struggle? Is it going to be nurtured? Are you going to invest in it the time and the energy to make it good? Because without investing time and energy into it, you can't make it the way that you want it to be. It will always be a struggle. And then you will get bored, because Taurians do, we get bored. We get to a point sometimes, don't we, where it's like, this is taking too long, or this is just too much of a struggle. Right, I'm bored of that now. Let's find something else to do. Do comment below if you resonate with that. So let's see what we have for you with our animal cards. You know, I think I spend probably about half an hour on these videos just shuffling. Adaptability. So yes, you've had a real change of direction here. And I do feel that when you have an idea, and this is a Taurian thing, you're like a dog with a bone. When you've got an idea of something, you're sort of like, I'm going for that. And you are determined and you make it happen. That's Urut's energy. But then when something occurs where you're like, this isn't working anymore, I need to change direction. And actually, I do feel that you have the ability to be adaptable. You do have the ability to change direction quite easily. But you have to be, it has to come from you. So if somebody told you to change direction, you wouldn't. But if you've decided, yeah, I'm going to change direction, you can do it just like that. And you will go for it. You will just move in the direction that you need to go in or that you want to go in. And I love foxes. I love watching foxes because they are so, you know, they will choose what to do and where to go. And they're so observant of everything that's going on around them. And they're sneaky in some ways. And this feels like an energy with you that perhaps is a little bit sneaky. I've been watching the ivy lately because ivy is one of the last plants at the end of the summer that still has pollen on it, that still feeds, you know, bees and things. And I've noticed recently that the ivy outside, there's a lot of creatures around that ivy. And it's almost like whatever weather, whatever the time of the year and things like that, it still nurtures what's around it. And I think for you, it's kind of like, you know, if there's nothing else to eat, if there's nothing else to have kind of thing, then, you know that you've got that. So ivy kind of represents something that kind of never really goes away, is always there, ready to nurture you, that kind of thing. So there's possibly something there within your career, but I feel like that's actually more to do with relationships. There's potentially a relationship in your life that's just always been there. So this could be, it doesn't have to be a partnership like a lover. It could be a friend, could be a child, or it could be a parent or anybody. But whoever came into your mind first, when I was saying about that, is kind of like somebody that is willing to nurture you or guide you or help you, whatever is going on. They've always still got, you know, other flowers and plants around kind of withered and died. But this one still managed to give you something. And I feel like that's something to do with this on there. It's kind of like, you know, sometimes there are things in life, aren't there, that you don't realise are important until nothing else is available. That sounds awful, doesn't it? But yeah, you know, it's that kind of energy to it. Woo! Okay, I'm going to actually take all of these. So you are being asked by Spirit to raise your vibration at this time. You're going through this sudden change because it's kind of thrown you into a space of like, you know, you've got to shape up a bit. You can't be dwelling in these lower vibrations anymore if you want this from your life. If you want this direction and change, that looked like the world then for a moment. So it's almost like I can see somebody that's got these ambitions to go around the world, doing different things, stuff like that. But then you just go back to your everyday. You're not doing anything to make those things happen. You just stay in one space. So Aries, again, it's like you come from a place of feeling quite grounded. But with Aries, there can be an element of stagnation that comes with that. And this is a time right now that Hagalaz is going to throw you out of that stagnation and be like, right, you've asked for this, you manifested this, here it is. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to step up for it? So raise your vibration. And before I say that one, I'm going to say this one, vulnerability and freedom. So there's not an element. You need to show your vulnerability in order to be free. I did a reading about freedom the other day, and that Freedom 90 song by George Michael came through. And it is about sort of like somebody that can be their own person within a relationship and feel free to be who you truly are. But in order to do that, you've got to show your vulnerability. You've got to let the other person know what it is that you want. Now, for some Taurians, I feel there's been some maybe choppy energy within some relationships, and you've realized a lot of things about yourself and potentially even the other person. You may have even received some apologies from people in your life because of situations, you know, that have come up, especially around the full moon. We have the moon within our sign, so we are connected to the moon. But this is about you kind of like taking that, your vulnerability, and realizing actually it's safe. It's a safe place for me to express how I feel here. Whereas before, I feel like you've held your tongue. You haven't really spoken about how you truly feel. But Spirit is guiding you to allow your vulnerability to show, because it's going to set you free. You know, don't don't focus on the outcome. Focus on the process. Trust the process. Don't focus on the outcome. Ask and you will receive. So there is this manifestation. You've asked for it and you are about to receive it. Hagalaz is not a bad rune. Hagalaz is a rune of transformation and change. Things suddenly kicking into place. So something's shifted in your energy here that is allowing this now. And a portal has been opened to say, right, what do you want then? What are you going to have? You know, what do you want? And if you aren't ready to sort of go, this is what I want and I know what I want, you can't receive it, can you? Because it's wishy-washy. It's, you know, and there's fear within that. You're showing fear. And spirit isn't wishy-washy, you know what I mean? It's quite direct. And if you are showing wishy-washy, you're not going to get what you want. You need to be certain of what it is that you're looking for and that you want, and it will manifest for you if you can be strict with yourself and say, yes, this is exactly it. This is what I want. This is the direction that I am going in. Okay. We haven't even got any tarot cards out yet, so let's get the tarot and see where we're at with this. So what do we have here? All of the cards. Okay, I'm going to get the Two of Wands out. Just saw the Knight of Wands on there as well. So the Two of Wands, this is kind of like somebody taking a bold step towards what they want. This is somebody saying like, right, I've decided now. I'm going in this direction. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I want. And there's power in that. There's the ability to be powerful. You have had to make some adaptations. You know, the Two of Wands is like, you normally see a person stood between two wands and they're holding the world. They've kind of been thinking about what they need to do next, the next step, and you've made that decision, you've made that choice. Okay, I'm not going to take that one that was just on the bottom there, but I'm going to, let's just see. So what is your next step then in your career? Let's have a look at career first. So what is your next step in your career right now? It's a good energy this time of year as well to make new beginnings, make new changes. You know, there's an excitement in the air, there's a spring in the step. Queen of Swords. Okay, so there's something about communication and leadership within this. So your career is all about, I do feel, something vocally, like public speaking potentially. There's also something about being true to yourself and having integrity. So if there's been a career on your mind or something that you wanted to do, you have to have integrity with it, okay? It needs to come from a place of integrity. And I'm going to say the Knight of Wands because I keep getting this Knight of Wands coming out on here. So this is inspired action and adventure. This is somebody that wants to go traveling around the world, go and see places, go and do things. This is something about your career. I'm getting a vision, and I was talking about this to somebody the other day, where it's kind of like, you know, imagine if you, like, with a YouTube channel, for instance. I mean, I think YouTube is amazing for this because you can record videos of anything pretty much and gain a following. I do feel for many of you, this is an ambition to go traveling and maybe record videos around. I'm probably giving you, if I'm giving you business advice right now, I think you need to donate some money to me for this, okay? Because I don't give this away for free. But this is an idea that will allow you to adventure, but be paid to do it so that you don't feel stuck in a space, because that's where your energy is at the moment, is you feel stuck or trapped in a place and you don't want to be. And I think that's why it's affecting your career and your relationships right now, because you don't want to be held down. Yeah. Okay, and there's something about changes in relationships. I do feel that you are maybe cutting out several people from your life at this time that aren't serving you anymore. Ooh, okay, we've got the Nine of Swords. So you are really up in your head at the moment. There's something that's really kind of stuck in your mind, getting to you a little bit. There's a potentially worry. There's a little bit of guilt in there as well, I'm feeling. You're feeling guilty over something that perhaps you weren't seeing before, but now you are seeing. This might be to do with this Hagalaz on there. I'm getting an energy of somebody that just wants to flee right now, just wants to sort of go and, you know, see what happens kind of energy to it. So let's just get an idea of what is the... should we just get them? This was only supposed to be a short reading, you know. So what is the energy of the outcome for this? Because, okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. But I do feel you're so much in your head, you're so much in your mind that you can't focus right now. You cannot focus at this time. And I've got the... Yeah. You're so much in your head and you know that there's a change of direction that is coming, but you don't know how to go about it. You are feeling blocked and out of time, I feel, from this. And you're just not inspired at all, yet you feel this is the direction to go in, which doesn't make any sense, does it? This is interesting. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, which this is about romantic offers and union. Oh my God, we've also got the Empress here. I thought that was Temperance at first, but no, it's the Empress. I'm sure Temperance came out. Okay. There's something about unconditional love here. And maybe this is what you're stuck on. This is to do with your relationship now. So there's somebody coming towards you. This is, you know, a real kind of like queen, if you like. And this energy is the divine feminine. It represents unconditional love. It's an energy of, and if you are the female here, then this is about you kind of receiving. You're receiving this love coming in, this union, and somebody making an offer towards you, a romantic offer. So that's to do with relationships. So if you're not in a relationship at the moment, then I feel like you soon will be. If you are in a relationship at the moment, then this could be a rekindling of that relationship. If you're in separation with somebody and you've got something in your mind right now, again, that could be a reunion or rekindling of this relationship. But you've kind of stood in your power, you've sat and just being yourself, and that's what's brought this in. You know, and it's not going to affect your want and your need, your adaptability and your career, because you're not going to let it, because you've grown so much. You know, you've raised your vibrations, you've asked for what you've wanted, and you have allowed your vulnerability to be seen, and you're allowing yourself to be free. Now, if you're the divine masculine, then this could be a feminine that's coming into your life. I don't think women generally make love offers, so it could be that you are making this gesture towards the feminine. But then, you know, this day and age, it could be anything, couldn't it? There's no reason why a female can't go up to a male and ask for a relationship or something. But definitely on the horizon is a relationship or somebody that's important to you. So I'm going to leave your reading there for you, Taurus. It has been a wonder to speak to you, connect with you and all of that. Sorry, my computer just went off. Okay, so Gemini, how you doing? Let me just move all of these off on here. Let's go into our energy of Geminis. Just saw 3333 on the timer there, if anyone's still watching, because you might not be, because it's in between, isn't it? Okay, Gemini, welcome to your reading. So let's get into it with you and see where we're at. So I've got these little notes down here of, oh, what did I do there? Sorry, I've got my laptop open. I don't normally. Right. Let me see where you are at then, Gemini. So this is going to tell us what energy we're in at the moment, what sort of areas of your life we are reading with, looking into. Let's see. Ooh, a reunion. Ooh, so this could be love coming back into your life, maybe after a separation. Well, and soulmate. You cannot make that up. So this might be your Gemini rising sign, or it could be your moon sign. So if you don't know what your moon sign is, maybe go and check that out and see if this resonates with you. Or if you're one of those people that just reads all of the star signs to see what resonates, I don't blame you for doing that, because we do generally have all 12 in our sign, in our energy. So yeah, let's get into it then. So we're just going to, I don't know why I did that. I normally pick the runes first, but I picked the animal cards first today for your reading. So let's see. So we're looking at a reunion and a soulmate within your energy at this time. So let's see what we've got on there. What do we have for Aries? Not Aries, Gemini. Why did I say that? Maybe you've got Aries in your energy as well. Look, the duck brings you luck. Duck and chrysanthemum. I love chrysanthemums. You're in a really lucky spot at the moment. I do feel for many of you, you are exuding this beautiful energy. It's sort of like you are on fire right now, and people are seeing you, people are noticing you, especially your soulmate. And it does seem to be somebody that you have already been in a relationship with, because it's a reunion. So let's see. And I bet some of you are all there going, oh, I wanted somebody new to come in. Well, you can't make this stuff up. Let me see. You have been in an energy of protecting your heart at the moment. You are in a fear of getting hurt. Wunyo is the rune of relationships. Seriously. Harmonious relationships, ecstatic joy, pleasure. So we will put that one there. God, I wish I was a Gemini. Right. Someone's determined. Very determined. Very, very determined. This is another rune. This is Ingwas. I couldn't think then. I'm all in my head with the passion. So Ingwas is a rune of commitment. It's a rune of trust. And maybe there's been an issue with trust in the past, but there is no longer going to be an issue with trust here. You have placed yourself in self-containment and worked through a lot of things to get to this. Oh my life, you've got all of the runes that represent relationship, that represent union, that represent love. Gebo is a rune of unconditional love. It's a balance between the masculine and the feminine. I cannot believe this at all. You know, you've got the duck of the chrysanthemum there. That is number 10, which is about fate. Upcycling as well. So it's kind of like, because it represents the wheel. Well, that's number 10 in the tarot deck. So that's what I'm basing it on. Yeah, you got it going on, my love. You really have. I'm going to get some messages of love. Oh, that was a bit loud, wasn't it? Sorry. Messages of love from this person. Ooh, okay. They definitely want to talk. Unexpected outcome and values. So someone's realised what they really, really want from you, how they want things to be, and you are going to be shocked. I do feel you are going to be quite surprised by this. You're probably thinking now, you know, I'm sure a person popped into your head, and whoever it was you were thinking about when you came to this reading, it's that person, okay? And it's saying here, values, we have too many differences. I do feel that that's the past energy. So you perhaps separated because of having too many differences or things going on. But this person's kind of gone away and had a think about this and thought, actually, I want to make this work. Or maybe you yourself have decided, I want to be with you. And perhaps you've thought, you know, it isn't what I thought my life was going to be like, but actually I want you. I want to be with you. And this person has not been out of your head since you left them, I don't think, or since they left you. They haven't been out of your head. That's beautiful. I'm going to grab an angel card to go with this as well and see, you know, you thought that the passion was drying up, but it ain't. It's not drying up. There is a real determination. That's the word I keep getting, is determination and power. Inner child healing. So you've both gone away to work on yourselves. Maybe before you came at this kind of from a bit of an immature place, where you were kind of both not really in a place to be together. You know, there was healing that needed to take place within this. And you've actually helped each other to heal your inner children. There's something about you both that reminds you of people from your childhood, I feel. Or there's something about their expressions or something, the way they speak, maybe their accent or something like that, that kind of reminds you of where you come from, your roots. And that, I feel, previously in the connection kind of triggered you into feeling, remembering things from the past, and you've perhaps thought the outcome of this was going to be not so great because of that, because of what they've reminded you of. But you've both grown, and you've recognized actually those attributes, those things about this person are really what I want. I was rejecting those parts because of my unhealed parts in myself. Does that make sense? Oops, wrong deck. Okay. God, I am messy. Let's see. Let's see what the tarot is telling us on here. I'm quite excited for you. This is beautiful. This is really lovely. If you have been feeling lonely at this time, or you felt like perhaps this person only wanted a bit of lust with you, or perhaps you feel like maybe they thought you only wanted lust, it's way more than that. It's way, way more than that. And there's been a need for patience and moving with purpose. There's been restrictions, confusions, a feeling of one or both of you feeling powerless within this as well. So let's just have a look. So the reunion, what do we have on there? What's that card doing there? Oh, okay. We have judgment on here. So there's been some awakenings and self-realizations on this. I do feel that there is going to be a revealing of truth, whether that is you or this person that's on your mind, that is going to be revealing some truths in order to move forward in this connection. And we have the devil in reverse. So there is some doubts. There is some issues with... No, actually, that's not it. I was just given by spirit then, like, no. There were doubts. There's no doubts anymore. This is freedom. This is somebody realizing this is what I want. This is where I'm going. I'm not going to let that devil on my shoulder anymore tell me fibs and try and put me off, try and move me away. You've gone through quite a release at this time. So in that release, that could have been tears. It could have been letting go of other people in your life in order to come into this reunion, basically. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is about regaining balance and allowing flexibility and having some fun. Okay, you've realized like your life isn't balanced at this time. You know, some things have rocked your boat, but not in a positive way. And it's kind of brought to you a realization of, you know, where's the light in my life? Where is that? And you've had a realization of like, where is that light? And this person has not been out of your mind at all. But I'm getting an energy of somebody feeling competitive around this, like feeling that there has been like a power struggle or a thought of a power struggle in this, but I don't think that's actually true. I don't think there is a power struggle here. I don't think anybody is struggling to be more powerful than the other. There's a balance. There's a real balance between masculine and feminine. That is a sacred union. That this person that's on your mind that is coming out as your soulmate that you're about to have a reunion with, they're coming out like as the person, you know. They never lost their want for you, their desire for you. But somebody, whether it's yourself or this person, you kind of had some conflicts with each other. But there's an end to that conflict now. This is more about somebody recognizing, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to keep putting a defense up anymore. I need to get out and, you know, see what I'm doing and where I'm going. Okay. So let's have a look on here. I'm not going to pick that one. So what is the outcome of this for you? When is this going to happen? Okay, so the Three of Pentacles, that's definitely showing somebody that wants to mend things, wants to make things right. And the 3 is making me think March, and we are coming to the end of March. So I do feel that this is going to be in the next few days that you are potentially going to hear from this person, or you yourself are going to reach out to this person to put things right. And I see somebody kind of like pointing to something on a map and going, let's go there. Let's take a trip. Let's take a journey and talk about things. Talk about what you want. I've got the Queen of Cups on here. So that's going to be allowing some emotions to come out. You know, feeling free to allow those emotions to come through. It's a beautiful energy, emotionally fulfilling, love and support. You know, if this is you wanting to get back with your soulmate from watching this video, it's going to be met with, you know, love and support. And if maybe this is somebody that's coming towards you, just know that they are coming with love, wanting to love and support you. Okay, so take that how it resonates. So that's what I've got for you today, Gemini. That's very exciting. Please do leave me a note in the comments to let me know what happens on this and how it goes. And if you would like to book in a personalised reading, if you want to go into this deeper, then please do get in touch. Dear, what's happened here? Okay, so I'm going to move on now to Cancer. Welcome, Cancer, to your reading. How are you? Hope you are well. Let's see what we've got for you. Oh, there's a little fly trying to get into my drink. So, Cancer, let's see what area of your life we are looking into. There's been a lot of soulmate energy recently. So let's see what we have for you. What is this? No. What did I just say? And we've got soulmate again coming out on there for you. But I'm going to pick, I've picked 2 for everybody else. So let's see what other areas of your life we are looking at. Adventure, a soulmate adventure. Now that sounds very interesting, especially on a rainy day. So you could be Cancer rising, or you could be Cancer moon. Cancer could be anywhere in your chart, whatever resonates with you. You're watching this video because there's something in it for you. So let's grab the runes and see what we have information about your soulmate. I do feel for many signs at the moment there's a lot of love going on, a lot of newness in love. Oh, Yera. So this is about growth, and someone has been through, sorry, just pigeon. Someone has been through some cycles of growth. You are in a time of harvest in your life at this point. And I do feel that that has been about the past year. You have been working on yourself. So maybe through that time you've been single or just casually dating, but now you are ready for your soulmate. And you're also ready for an adventure. You've done a lot of hard work. And you've had many options. And this is about trust. You know, and I feel that you do feel guided at this time, that there is something more coming in for you. Ingwas also represents like good news in relationships, in, you know, unions and things as well. Because Ingwas contains both the masculine and the feminine energies. So it's kind of like getting a balance, getting things coming together. Let's see what else we have. Thorazaz, time for taking action. So you may be in that Yera energy, feeling quite slow moving at this time. But with Ingwas, something has been alerted to you that you know you can trust. And Thorazaz is kind of putting you on notice to, you know, remove the obstacles and step forward. So let's see, we're going to pick an animal card for you at this time and see what we have coming up on here. What do we have? Oh my God, we have everything. I'm going to pick that card that fell just there. There's something about loyalty on here as well. So maybe you've had issues with trust in the past, but this is somebody that is very loyal and very trustworthy that is coming into your life. We have success, the chipmunk and the laurel. What did I say? Not resting on your laurels. Did I say something like that? Or did I say that in a different reading? But Yara is kind of like, you know, when you reap your harvest, there is an energy of like, I'm just going to sit back and have a cup of tea now then. It's all come together. No, you cannot rest on your laurels at this time. There has been success and you are doing so well. There is an adventure coming up for you based around all of the work that you've done. So perhaps you've been saving up money, ready to go on an adventure, and that is about to happen for you. I do feel potentially will meet your soulmate on this adventure. So if you were umming and ahhing about your adventure, now is not the time to and ah. Now is the time to kind of go, right, I've got this together, I've completed this, I'm going to go for it now. Okay, so where the energy was slow before, things are starting to speed up now. Just keep seeing success everywhere for you. Romance and connection. So this is definitely a time for you where things are coming together. This soulmate of yours, you know, I see you meeting somewhere that's like around a beach. It may even be that you're going on a course of some form or doing something that will bring you together with the soulmate. Somebody that I think you're going to instantly recognize them. You're going to instantly know who they are and what they mean to you. There's something about, I know these are angel cards, but there's something about Archangel Michael. I don't really work with angels much, to be honest, but I do feel this could be a connection with Greece, actually, because that's the only thing I can think of is about Greece. So maybe you're going to one of the islands there and this person is also going to be there. Okay, so let's pick some tarot and see what is happening for you in this adventure first of all. So what is this adventure all about? I do feel some of you felt like you can't trust and you put yourself on a bit of a lockdown with your emotions. So maybe this journey that you're taking is something that's going to help you to express your emotions more and allow things out. We have the moon and the wheel of fortune. Wow. Okay. So there's a fated meeting here. And I do feel for many of you, your intuition is kind of, you're being intuitively guided to take this particular adventure. So if there's been something on your mind to go and do, you are being guided to do it. And what it will lead to is this, you know, you've broken a lot of karmic cycles and you are coming into a place now of moving more towards your fate. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy for you at this time. It's like, I'm getting something about the monkey on your back. You know, you have managed to get rid of that monkey off your back. You are looking for loyalty because I feel like you haven't had that in the past. You felt like someone has been disloyal to you and it's possibly put you out in terms of your intuition as to, you know, what can I follow? What is actually good for me? There's been illusions around it and you've basically faced your own fears to bring you to a point of like, right, well, I'm done with that now. I can't fear this anymore. I can't allow myself to sit in this illusion anymore, and you've broken that. Okay, some secrets perhaps have been revealed, which has shaken your trust a little bit, but now you are moving into a space where actually I'm ready to trust again. I'm ready to move forward in a new direction. So let's see about this soulmate then, shall we? What's going on with your soulmate? What can you tell us about this soulmate? Oh, sexy. So we've got the Queen of Wands coming up on here. This is a very creative, passionate, determined person. If you're the masculine watching here, this could be the person that is your soulmate. A very switched on person, very passionate, very sexy. If you are the feminine here, this is about your masculine kind of being in touch with the feminine aspects of themselves. I don't mean that they're going to be effeminate. If you're looking for somebody that's quite, you know, masculine, it just means that they're going to be in touch with their creative side and following their passion. Very similar to you. They're going to be aligned with the similar kind of things that you're interested in and the values that you have. I do see somebody with a tattoo potentially on their hand or their wrist as well, that could be of significance. They may even have like a tattoo around here as well, is what I'm getting from there. And let's get a final outcome on this. I do feel this person could have a lot of ambition though, and they may need to watch their ego a little bit. But it's kind of like, I think it's a highlight to you, seeing them stood in their power. It's sort of, it kind of turns you on. And they do appear, they might appear sort of like really sort of, people might feel a bit standoffish around this person, or this might be you. But actually when you get to know them, they're quite down to earth and they're not like that. Oh, wow. We've got the Queen of Pentacles on here as well. So this is a person that is a healer. They're self-made. They don't need anybody, but they want you. Okay. And there's a real, like I say, somebody that's very in touch with the feminine aspects of themselves because they're very nurturing. They've got a real nurturing energy to them and they want the best for you and they will love you. I'm getting like green eyes as well, something about the eyes. And they're doing kind of like the lotus mudra in a way, which is connected to the higher self, the higher conscience. So they are guided by their higher self. There's a real intuition within this connection I see from here. So I'm going to leave your reading there then, Cancer. So I do hope that that resonates with you. If it does, please do put something down into the comments. Let me know how things go. Enjoy your trip and I will speak to you again very soon. Okay, so we're going to move into Leo next. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, so Leo. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your reading. So Leo, let's see what we have in store for you. Let me just pop these down on here. Okay, let me see. Leo, Leo, Leo. Family. Okay, and let's pick another one that may go with that. Family reunion. Interesting. That's an interesting combination that's come out on here. So you may be in a place of reconnecting with past members of your family at this time. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm going to pick the runes first of all. So let's see what we're doing on here. So family and reunion. Okay, Perthrow. There's an opportunity here, and I do feel for some of you, maybe there's been some disagreements within the family, and this is about reconnection. But you may be the one that takes an opportunity to come forward towards a certain person or certain people in your life. Okay, Naz, this is about paying attention. Okay, so paying attention to what is happening for you within this. Paying attention to your needs, how you feel, your confidence. So I do feel that you've had a bit of a knock to your confidence within this previously. And you've been illuminated maybe to things that are different now. We have Feihu in the reverse. So there's something about money as well with this. I do feel maybe there's been a disagreement about money, finances, things like that, that have caused a bit of a rupture within this family connection. Okay, but there is a want to, okay, so it could be actually something about gambling, where somebody's taken a chance on something and it hasn't gone well, and you kind of partnered up with somebody else. Maybe you borrowed money from a family member, or this family member's borrowed money from you, and And there's a want to kind of put things right now from that position. So let's just have a little look at the animal cards. What do we have on here? What do we have on here? Satisfaction. Okay, so it's been very slow moving. This could be something that's been going on for a little while, and now it's kind of taking time to put things back into balance. You know, maybe in the past you weren't very satisfied with how somebody treated you. I'm just gonna, you know, is that a good idea? Whoa, how's that? Can you still see me? Yeah, perhaps I should pick what time of day I come and sit here, because this is south facing window. So the turtle and the coriander. Oh, I'm getting carrot and coriander soup come to mind from that. So, you know, sort of like when you put the coriander on it, that kind of makes me feel an energy of like grandmother or somebody that, or mother, that would kind of nurture you or you know, give you certain things like food and stuff like that. And there's been many cracks to this cup with this person. So it's almost like there's been an energy of, over the years, there's been many situations or issues within this connection, within this person. And that's why it's like, if I look at the turtle, I don't know if you know about this, the Japanese thing that they do where if they break a cup or something, they mend it and then paint it with gold to highlight the cracks, because it's almost like that shows what you've learned from each crack. Okay, each crack is a measure of what you've learned in that situation where you've gained the lesson. It's like a badge of honor, pretty much. And there's a lot on this one. And you may have got to a point here, Leo, where you're just a bit sick of the same thing happening over and over again. But there is a want to reach out to somebody here. You've been awakened to something. You're feeling confident enough to reach out and step forward, because something needs to be put right in terms of wealth. Okay. There is a fear around stepping forward, though. There is a fear around that, which is understandable. That is understandable. I don't know whether that's actually good or bad. Let me see what we've got on here. Friendship and union. Yeah. You are coming back into a place of friendship with this person. Oh, for goodness sake. Sorry about this. Whoa. You're coming into a space of friendship and union with this person. I do feel like you've missed their energy. You've missed them being around you. And this is a time now for you to really understand the balance. And they're ready to talk. You're ready to talk. So it's got an energy to it that, you know, I can feel the sadness there. But both people in this situation, I do feel it's two people, have gone away and healed from it. And you kind of meeting each other halfway on the bridge. That's what I'm feeling. There's a decision to meet each other halfway on the bridge. And it's been a long time coming as well. The Knight of Cups I've just seen on there. So this is somebody kind of like making a gesture towards you. Somebody that really would like to put things right. You know, either yourself or they are seeking this connection with you and wanting to put things right. Oh, we have the Lovers as well. Okay. See, this normally comes out when it's like a soulmate connection, or two people coming together in that way, but it can also be about making choices too. There's always love in family connections and things, but this is quite a deep love here. You both, you know, that love was never lost. It was always there. But you've both had time to kind of like, you're missing the joy, you're missing the fun that you had. You know, you have opposites. You like, there's a duality to this. You both perhaps are opposites in some ways, but that kind of complements each other, and you're learning how to be around each other, even though of that. Yeah. But there has been this kind of, you're both blocked to start with, but now you're kind of recovering and it's time to travel. I do feel maybe somebody's coming to travel towards you, or you're traveling towards this person. What is that? The Chariot. Yeah, I mean, that's all about travel. I do feel maybe this person is at a distance from you currently, but they're coming towards you. They're moving towards you. They may even be moving closer to you, and that's giving the opportunity to reconnect with this person. I do feel very emotional about this particular reading. I feel like there's a lot here that is fulfilling you. I do feel somebody that's perhaps lost a lot of weight over this, or felt like they're not really nourishing themselves, and since you've kind of had this reconnection with this person, you're starting to look after yourself a bit more now, a bit better. Let's see what a final outcome on here. There is a fear though to take a risk with this person, because they trigger you, or you trigger them. And sometimes you find it goes all right to start with, and then it all goes a little bit wrong. Oh, wow. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. So this is a new beginning. This is a new chapter. There is a want for, I'm getting a lot about a romantic connection, actually. I do feel that there may be a bit of a romantic connection going on within this. And there's somebody that really would like to, you know, there's an excitement to this. Four of Wands is usually like celebration, especially in terms of marriage. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning with romantic connections, and it can sometimes signal a reunion as well, where it's kind of like, you know, you perhaps already been in a loving relationship with this person before. There's a lot of joy there with it. And the Four of Swords on the bottom there is kind of like you're both coming into this as sort of like, you know, look, I'm just recovering from that, and I'm ready to make this connection work now. Okay. This is lovely. It does feel like you felt like family perhaps before, if this isn't already a family member. So this may be for Leo. I mean, obviously there's a lot of Leos out there. It can't be the same situation for every single Leo. For some of you, this is a connection with a family member, reconnecting and putting things right. But for some of you, this is about rekindling an old relationship that felt like family. I do feel like you were perhaps in this relationship for a while, and there was something still I'm feeling about money or finances or wealth or something that kind of broke the back of this connection. That's what I'm getting from there. So I'm going to leave your reading there for you. I do hope that you enjoyed your reading, and if you would like to go into it further, please do get in touch. My details are in the description box. Yeah, so I will see you again.